My name is Paige. I'm 33 years old. I'm an OBGYN. I'm married to my husband, Chase. We live together with his parents in their house. Chase is an office worker, and he is 5 years younger than me. He is a very wonderful person who was raised by two kind and sensible people. I'm home.
Welcome home, Paige.
Chase, you're wearing an apron. And the flowers in a vase on the table are tulips. Very pretty.
Today is White Day, remember? I want to gift you and Mom something in return for the Valentine's Day gift you both gave me. So I decided to cook something for you and Mom. By the way, I have the marshmallow separate for you. Open the fridge and you'll see.
Thank you. In the fridge? Okay, let me see. Wow, it's my favorite marshmallow pudding.
Let's eat it as dessert after dinner. Ta-da! This is my special creamy gratin with white sauce.
Wow, it looks great. As expected, the son of the mother who is good at cooking also cooks well. I have a very good relationship with Chase and his parents. To live with a wonderful husband, my parents-in-law, I feel blessed. What more could I ask for? That is what I want to say. But I have no idea why a woman with a bad character was born under the care of two kind and wonderful people. I'm talking about Chase's older sister, Mia. My sister-in-law, Mia, is a very problematic person. Mia is an extremely sinister woman who leads men by the nose. Well, she does look beautiful, and she has a nice figure, but she leeches off the men that she's with. She's unemployed, makes the men in her life buy her expensive clothes and accessories from luxury brands. She cheated on her ex-boyfriend, and she even stole the boyfriends of women around her. She frequently causes problems and inconveniences her family. Yesterday, a woman I'd never seen before came to the house and angrily shouted at my mother-in-law to pay alimony. My parents-in-law, who had enough of Mia, finally decided to disown her. The day that Mia had to leave the house, I walked into the room where Mia was packing her stuff and said to her, Mia?
Huh? What is it?
It might not be my place to say this, but if you keep having affairs and stealing men from their partners, you might end up in trouble and regret everything. Please don't make your parents pay for the alimony that the woman the other day came here for. Pay it yourself as you should, okay? Because I don't want to see my parents-in-law troubled because of your actions.
You haven't changed at all. You're still very serious, aren't you? Don't worry, I'll make the man pay the alimony just like how I've always done.
Ugh, this woman hasn't changed at all. She's the worst.
Also, I think that by you being too serious, you've already troubled, I think you're being foolish.
What?
You struggled so hard to become a doctor, and you might earn plenty of money, but I can have whatever I want because men buy them for me. Plus, they give me money too. Paige, you should be more like me. If you improved and polished your feminine side in your teenage years, you could have been living a good life right now. Well, but I guess since you were not born with a beautiful face like me, I guess it's impossible for you.
What did you just say about my face?
What's more is that since you're a doctor now, men will not be attracted to you because most men don't like women who earn more money than they do.
I don't care about other men not liking me. I'm with Chase after all. Also, I don't want to leech off my husband. What a shameful way to live. That's not how I want to live.
Yeah, right. Goody two-shoes. Is that all you came here to say? I'm busy packing all my things, so get out of here.
That's how Mia left her parents' house. However, after that, Mia did another reckless deed. One day after work, I checked my phone. I received a message from my mother-in-law saying the two cars that you parked in the garage are gone. Actually, I love cars. I asked for approval from both my parents-in-laws that we reform my parents-in-law's house with my money. After widening the parking space, I parked the 3 cars that I bought. One of the cars is in the parking lot at work. But I don't remember using the other 2 cars today. I went home after work with a bad feeling sinking in my stomach. Just when I arrived home, my mother-in-law stated in the message she sent me that one of the cars was stolen. What's even worse is that the car that was stolen is the most expensive car that I own. What? Could it be that someone stole my car? My parents-in-law and my husband, who just got home from work, suggested that I report my missing car to the police. But then we had a visitor who rang the doorbell, so my mother-in-law went to answer the door, but the next moment, I heard my mother-in-law yelling, "How dare you come here?" So my father-in-law, Chase, and I rushed towards the front door. That's when we saw,
Paige!
to our utter surprise, Mia was standing there.
I borrowed your car, so I came to return it to you. Here's the key. Thanks a bunch. The man I'm after told me that he likes cool women who drive luxury cars. Thanks to you, I was able to get his number.
After saying that, Mia threw the car key at me. The background where Mia is standing in the parking space, and I saw that the car that I thought someone had stolen. What? I mean, why do you have my car key?
Huh? I just borrowed the key from your room, Paige.
What? How did you even get inside the house? I thought you handed the house key duplicate to Mom.
I just walked in from the front door as one normally does. You know, Mom always waters the flowers in the backyard every day, right? Without even locking the front door. It's dangerous, you know. What if a burglar comes in? What are you going to do then?
You're the burglar, Mia! Paige, call the cops. Mia should be charged for breaking and entering and also for theft.
Breaking and entering? Theft? I haven't processed the papers at the municipal hall, so I'm still registered as a family member. If you report a family member to the police, they'll probably just preach to Mom and Dad.
How dare you laugh like you're not in trouble? We don't know that for certain unless we try it. I will report you to the police right now!
That's right. Just like what Mia said, I doubt that the police will give her, who just left home, a punishment heavy enough to satisfy her family. What's worse is that my mother-in-law cried saying that it was her fault. I feel bad for her that she's apologizing to me even though it's not her fault. There might be people who think that it's dangerous to leave the front door open while one is watering the plants in the backyard garden. But we live in a small town and there are many people like my mother-in-law. In the meantime, we drove Mia away from the house and we installed a chain lock on the front door. However, if that evil Mia does something crazy again that will inconvenience her family, I can't stand it anymore. After discussing it with the whole family, excluding Mia, we decided to move out to a different place. However, 2 weeks later, something even more terrible happened. It was a Wednesday, and it was my day off from work. In the morning, I helped my mother-in-law with the household chores. After eating lunch, I went to the movie theater to watch a movie. It happened while I was walking to the parking lot after watching the movie. I had just turned off airplane mode. That's when my phone started vibrating. When I looked at my phone screen, the name Mia was plastered on the screen. It seems like she's calling me. I forgot to block her. I should just ignore it. There's no need for me to answer the phone. After a while, my phone stopped vibrating. However, soon after, I received a message from Mia. It was a shocking message. Mia wrote, "I broke your car." What? What does she mean by that? I couldn't believe it, and I had no idea whether that was true or not. I don't want to hear her annoying voice again after a long while, but this time, I was the one who made the call.
Hello? Paige? Did you read the message I sent you?
Oh yeah, I read your message, but what did you do?
I'm sorry, I got into a car accident, so I accidentally broke your car.
What? But you already gave the keys back to me and...
Huh? What are you saying? I made a duplicate of the key so that I can use it anytime.
What?
Anyway, I'm at the parking lot right now, so can you come over here right away?
Huh? Which parking lot are you in?
Why are you asking me this? Of course I'm at the Pinnacle Park. Come on, it'll be a hassle if the police ask me a lot of questions, and you're the owner of this car after all. So can you pretend you're the one who got into the car accident?
What? This woman, how shameful of her. She's the worst. First of all, I can't believe her nerves to make a duplicate of my car key without even asking me if she could do it. Nor did she tell me about it after she made it. So that she can drive my car without telling me? And how is she laughing out loud when she just got into a car accident in a car that is not hers? However, it was this moment This was the moment that I warned Mia about. I had a flashback of the day when I warned her that if she continues doing what she's doing, she will eventually come back to bite her back. The exact moment that I warned her about is now. As for Mia, she continued on and on about something meaningless on the other end of the phone.
Come to think of it, I'm about to have a dinner date with my man. You have 2 more cars, right? I'll leave you to handle the police. So will you lend the other car you have?
I mean, Mia, you're misunderstanding it.
Huh? A misunderstanding?
Actually, about my car, I already sold it.
What? What do you mean?
As of now, I only own 1 car, and I already sold the other 2 cars to the same person.
What?
We're preparing to move to a different place, so I'm currently decluttering my stuff. In other words, the car that you broke does not belong to me anymore.
What? So that's why you asked me where I am? I thought that you were somewhere in the park.
So you saw my previous car in the park and you used a duplicate key without? And you drove the car without asking for permission? Am I right?
Because when I walked by the park's parking lot, I saw your luxury car parked at the parking lot and I had the duplicate car key with me, so I secretly borrowed your car for a short drive. I thought that if I returned your car to the same spot in the park's parking lot, I thought that I wouldn't be in trouble. I can't believe that this car is not yours anymore. I had no idea about that. You never told me. If you're going to sell your car to someone else, at least change the car keys.
Well, even if you say that, first of all, it's not my car anymore. So make sure you properly explain what happened to the owner and the cops, okay? I sold the car by myself without the help of any middleman. I sold my car to an acquaintance named Ezra. She's a lady named Ezra, and... Wait, for a second, just when I thought that, Mia screamed, "Ah!" The phone disconnected. I'm guessing Miss Ezra showed up. Grinning, I drove my car from the theater parking lot to the parking lot of Pinnacle Park. When I arrived at the park, I saw a scary-looking men crowded in one place, so I immediately knew that Mia was over there. After I parked the car, I stepped out of the driver's seat and ran towards the crowd where Mia was. The moment Mia saw me, this is how she reacted.
Help me!
I was shocked when Mia cried for help and clung to my feet.
Is it true that you were her older sister, Doctor?
Hello, Mrs. Ezra?
She doesn't look like you at all, so I thought that she was just making it up. This woman explained everything to me. She told me that she thought that this car was still yours. She drove it around without permission. She also told me about how she crashed into a guardrail.
A few years ago, Mrs. Ezra gave birth to a healthy baby at an advanced age. I was the doctor assigned to her at that time. On a social media site, I uploaded a picture of the cars that I wanted to sell. Mrs. Ezra saw that post and told me she was interested in buying the car. She looks a little bit frightening, but she is actually a very kind and warm-hearted person. I see that she brought a group of young men from her company. Mia looks very frightened by them. The scary-looking men looked at Ezra and asked her how they should settle this matter. Well, in this situation, does look scary if I were in Mia's shoes.
Well, if you're Dr. Page's family, since she helped me greatly before, I don't want to make a huge fuss about this.
Mrs. Ezra uttered those words and then bowed her head to me.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm Paige's older sister and... Right? Paige, you're gonna help me, right? Right?
Mia cried and begged me to help her. How convenient for her. All the trouble that you got me and your family in and the fact that you used my car without permission, this time I will make you repent for your sins. So this is how I responded to Mia. She's not my family. I don't mind if you make a huge fuss about it.
What?
Actually, I would prefer it if you made a huge fuss about it. She's not my older sister, not my family anyway.
What? Hey! Paige!
I don't understand why she said you're her sister. But you say she's not your family, Dr. Page? Then I will make sure I get even with her.
What? No!
After Mia ran away crying, I thanked the group of scary-looking men. I then hopped into the car that I drove.
Wait! Paige! Help me!
Since Mia was surrounded by scary-looking men, I couldn't see Mia from the driver's seat at all. After hearing Mia's cries and shriek, I stepped on the axle and drove away. After that, Ezra called the cops as she told Mia. However, Ezra did not file a damage report. Instead, she just demanded a high amount of reparation and alimony from Mia. Ezra thought it would be better to make Mia repent of her wrongdoing this way, instead of handing Mia to the police. This is the conclusion that she came up with. At first, Mia tried to make the many men she was with pay the reparation fee and alimony, but Ezra and the scary-looking men showed up here and there where Mia was with her date. Because of that, Mia's boyfriends eventually thought that maybe she is part of a scary gang or something. They started getting scared because of that. Apparently, Mia's boyfriends left her one after the other. As a result, Mia had no man to rely financially on. She ended up selling the luxury brand items that she owned in exchange for money. However, despite selling all of her expensive bags and jewelry, the amount was still not enough to pay off the reparation fees and alimony. I heard that Mia went to a consumer finance company to take out a loan. However, Mia is still unemployed, so she wasn't able to borrow a large amount of money. Because of that, she ended up borrowing black market money. Going through all that, Mia started getting mentally ill. As a result, she drastically lost weight. The nice figure she had is now gone. She looks like an old woman now, and the sexual appeal that she used to be good at doesn't work on her anymore, and no one finds her attractive anymore. Mia now lives in a shabby apartment, living a life of being hunted down by the black market people who she owed money to. What a pity, but she deserves that. Me, on the other hand, me, together with my husband Chase and my parents-in-law, the four of us are now living peacefully in our new residence. And oh, that's right, I happened to bump into Ezra and the scary-looking men in the city. Mrs. Ezra is actually the president of a finance company. However, Mia didn't meet any of the requirements to borrow money, so she didn't lend a single penny to Mia.
Doctor, it's you. Hello.
Hello, Mrs. Ezra. Are you on your way home from work?
No, I'm on my way to the orphanage together with my subordinates.
Orphanage?
Yes, that's right. We're going to sing in a chorus in front of the kids at the orphanage. The Time Traveler.
I didn't know that aside from running a finance company, you also actively do volunteer work. How wonderful. I want to hear you sing, Mrs. Ezra.
Well, everyone wants me to be the conductor since I'm the president, so I don't sing with everyone.
I see why, because your subordinates admire you, Mrs. Ezra.
I'm thankful that they admire me, but I have no idea why only the scaring-looking guys join.
But despite looking scary, everyone is very kind and gentle. I still vividly remember that time at the hospital when you gave birth. All of them were moved to tears and cried together. I hope you continue being warm-hearted and kind.
Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next? Stay tuned for more!